Hi there, this is a quick revision of mean, median, mode and range. Alright, so what I want you to do is copy all these definitions down into your jotter, so you can pause me just now if you want, or you can wait until I go through them all with you and kind of talk through them and explain in a wee bit more depth what each one means. Alright, so the range is the highest number, take away the lowest number. That gives you an idea of the spread of the data. Alright, the data is what we would call the group of numbers that you have in front of you. So the biggest one, take away the lowest one, that gives you your range. The median is the middle number from an ordered list. Okay, so all the numbers have to be in order, otherwise any number could be in the middle, and the median is the middle number. The mode is the number that occurs the most often, so the one that repeats the most often in a data set. Okay, the mean is when we add all the numbers and then divide by the number of numbers in the list. So that would normally used to be known as the average. Everyone used to call it the average, right? We would call it the mean now. So the mean, we add all the numbers up and then we divide by how many numbers are in the list. Right, so we're going to try this out. If I can get you to copy this data set into your jotter, alright, and what I would like you to do is to work out the range, the median, the mode and the mean, and I'm going to put the answers here, and you can check your answers. So look at the answers up there, check if you got the correct answer, make sure you copy down the data set correctly into your jotters, and that should be okay. I think everyone's at a stage now where we're able to work out the range, median, mode and mean without any kind of extra help from me. You should be able to remember how to do that. Okay, so that's a very quick revision on these 4 definitions, and you should have all now tried that as well. So remember, go back, pause me, check that you get the answers that are up there. Alright? The next thing we're going to look at is quartiles. Now, when we want to look a little bit more in depth at a data set, we don't just want to quote the median, which is the middle number. We want to actually look a wee bit more in depth and see the other points of reference in the data set that we can look at. Okay, and they're called quartiles. So, if we take the same data set as we used previously to work out the mean, the median, the mode and the range, you will have seen that the median that you worked out, hopefully, should be 8.5. And for those of you who weren't too sure with that one, we have an even number of numbers here. We've got 10 numbers, okay? So the median splits the list exactly in half. And if I was to split the list exactly between 8 and 9, I have to split this data set exactly in the middle of 8 and 9. What is in the middle of 8 and 9? 8.5 is in the middle, okay? Now, quartiles is median halves it, quartiles quarter the data set. So all you need to do is, this is now half of your data set, and this is half of your data set. And a lot of you will be familiar with the term for quartering, half it and then half it again, and that's really what we do with quartiles. Okay? So if we're going to half the data set, that's the median, so that's 8.5. Then we're going to take each half and then half it again. Alright? So if we're going to half this data set again, what number is in the middle of this part of the data? Well, it's 7. Okay? And we call that Q1, or the lower quartile. We call this one Q2. It's like the second quarter, so if you think about 2 quarters, that's the same as a half. So we call the median Q2. In the upper quartile, we're going to do exactly the same thing with this data set. So we've got 5 numbers. This makes it easier because it's an odd number. And that's the middle number there. So this we call Q3, or the upper quartile. So we have the lower quartile, we have the median, which we call Q2, and we have the upper quartile. So the lower quartile we call Q1, the median we call Q2 because it's like the second quarter, and the third quarter we call the upper quartile. Alright, so that's how we work out quartiles. Try the quiz at the bottom, see if you can work out quartiles for yourself. Okay, and I'll see you next day.